As I mentioned in a previous video, I refused to pay like $500, $600. I saw one for $1,000 for a bikini. So I said, you know, I'm like decently crafty. I am just gonna try to do it myself. And thank God for YouTube. It showed me how to do it. And now we're in the thick of it. So this is how far I am. Like an evening and an afternoon in. And I haven't started the bottoms yet. So hopefully we have enough jewels.
All right, guess who's back? Your favorite YouTuber. This guy, not Sam. We can save her for your second. So I'm here at Costco. I lied, Sam's Club. I always lie. We have no Costco. But Sam and I do a pretty good job with doing the grocery shopping. You know, she usually goes to Walmart, Aldi, Publix for emergencies, and I typically and always go to Sam's Club every 2 weeks, which is about that time right now. So she is officially 2 weeks out from show day. So I'm doing some last minute shopping because 2 weeks out, she's typically kind of controlling her calories, eating a bit more, having some high days, having some low days right before peak week. So doing the usual fruit, meats, veggies, shopping, all the fun stuff that you're gonna see today.
Thank you. Literally my lifeline on this cut is a good cup of black coffee. Well, I guess today I'm taking you through my very exciting, just nutrient-packed full day of eating.
What? You guys are like surprised to see me? I know this is Sam's full day of eating, but let me break it to you. The girl doesn't eat, so what you gonna see? I'm just kidding. She does eat. And some good meals too, so you'll see that later on in the video. But I do think this is an important opportunity for me to teach a little bit and talk to you guys a little bit about what she does first thing in the morning, and that's intermittent fasting. Okay, now she doesn't do it because it's a magic pill to help you lose more body fat. No, she does that as a tool, as a tactic, okay? So she can push her meals later on in the day and eat more food in a smaller time window. And it helps her because if she were to break up her meals eating first thing in the morning with the amount of food that she's eating, which is not a lot, shocker, she'll be hungry throughout the day. So if you're someone that's usually busy and on the go, push that first meal later on in the day. Use things like water, coffee to help you blunt that hunger so you're not hungry throughout the morning, and your body will adjust after those 2 to 3 days of making that adjustment. And then eating your meals in a smaller window because you'll get fuller and not want to eat more. So that's really what happens, and why people see so much success with intermittent fasting is because if they eat a big meal, let's say at 1:30 or 2, they're really not that hungry until maybe a little snack and maybe dinner. Therefore, they've eaten less overall. Again, Sam uses it more as a tool. I'm sure she'll kind of talk about it a little bit, but I thought it was a good opportunity for me to bring that up. So I'm having my usual breakfast: potatoes, eggs, egg whites, and turkey bacon, and then gonna get ready for the gym. Your boy's been getting jacked, but who cares about me, right? It's all about Sam. Love you guys.
I'm like slightly embarrassed that I'm showing you guys this because it is so ugly, like so ugly, but it's delicious and nutritious and it just gets the job done, so we're doing it. So it is currently 2:14 and it's the first time I'm eating. I personally enjoy big meals and not like small meals intermittently. So I kind of continued that throughout the bulk and also the cut, and it's especially helps me in this cut because I have not so much food. My macros so far, they've been changing, especially these past couple of weeks because we're leading up to the show. But before, right before he bumped me up, it was always 155 protein. That's been consistent throughout. But then my carbs and fats have been changing. So before it was like 40 or 50 carbs and 30 fats. And now it's at 100 carbs and 20 fats, which I personally like better because I like my carbs more than I like my fats. I'm very blessed that I work from home, so I'm able to actually cook for lunch, and it kind of gives me a mental break too. So that's why I'm able to make this fresh. But if I were cutting and I were going to an office, or if I wasn't, or if I didn't have time, I would always recommend doing like a very high volume vegetable. So as you saw, I added a lot of zucchini, peppers, onions, spinach, tomatoes, salsa. I also added tzatziki to give it a little bit of creaminess. Not all tzatziki is created equal. That one is particularly low calorie, which is great for cutting. But I'm gonna dig into this because I have a meeting in about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna enjoy this and scarf this down. See you on the next meal.
See you in the next meal.
Let me eat.
Here's one tip of advice. She's already done. Did you see the volume on that bowl? So here's a tip. When you are dieting and you are trying to make your food last longer, eat, wait for it, slower.
Now I usually like to prep my snack and my dessert for tonight. And what I do is a Greek yogurt bowl that I like to freeze. First off, always start, even if you're doing something sweet, add just like a pinch of salt, because if you're a baker, you know that salt brings out the sweetened things. Then I like to add a non-fat Greek yogurt. This one's plain, this one has no flavor whatsoever, so I can decide whether I want it to be chocolate or cheesecake or vanilla or whatever flavor I want. So I do about 250 grams of Greek yogurt, which is a nice hefty sum because at the end of the night, I like to end with a decent sweet treat, even when I'm cutting. Next, I add sweetener. So when you're cutting, we're not gonna look at the ingredients, okay, you guys? We're not gonna care about all the chemicals and all the things in it. I know it's not good for me, I know, but sugar-free syrup only has 5 calories per serving, which is like 30 grams. So, and then I add the flavoring. So here I have some sugar-free pudding mix. Again, just don't look at the ingredients. Just don't do it. It's delicious, that's all I know. Okay, so I like to do about like 7 grams of this, so not even a full serving. Add a little splash of vanilla. My bakers know, if you know, you know. The last thing I add to the bowl before I do like my little secret trick is I add a nice little berry medley. So these are great because frozen fruit is actually frozen at its like ripest point. So it's just as good as fresh fruit and it's cheaper and it doesn't go bad. So wins all around. Okay, on to the next part. So I prepped these 2 little bowls, right? One of them is going to be my snack for between lunch and dinner. And the other one is going to serve almost like a little topper to this Greek yogurt. So when I dig into it, it's like always a little bit of peanut butter in every scoop. So let me show you how I do that. This, my friends, my cutting friends, this is my best friend. I love peanut butter. Like as a kid, I would take it by the scoop. And if you are in the bulking and the cutting world, you know that when you're cutting, that's not gonna happen. So PB2 has, I think like, I don't even know, like 1/3 of the calories. And I do 2 scoops of it in one little bowl, and then I do 2 scoops in the other little bowl. And then you add water, and voila, you have peanut butter. Last step, I promise. For my snack, it's literally PB2 and berries just frozen. I don't know what to call it. It's like what you would put in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, just like frozen. So this is gonna go in the freezer. And I promise, it's actually like quite delicious. And when this other one goes right on top here. Bye, beautifuls. See you later. You know what time it is? Snack time! So, now it's frozen. And now I loosened it up a little bit in the sink. And now it's just like fruit and PB2. It's great. And a soda. Because, why not? You know, 0 calories.
Bro, who has a ginger ale with PB2 and fruit? Just wait till you see tonight. Just wait. Just wait. I know she's gonna do it, just wait.
So for dinner, I usually keep it the same. So I have smash burgers with peppers and onions, tomatoes, lettuce, and some green onion. And then a boiled potato that I kind of simulate as like a baked potato type of thing, because I put some Greek yogurt on it to kind of make believe sour cream with some green onions on it too. And it's delicious, it's satiating, it makes me happy. I'm not as you can tell from my full day of eating, I am not a chicken and rice kind of gal. So I like to make things interesting and keep it delicious. So this is one of my favorite meals. I am excited because tonight I'm hopefully going to finish the top of my bikini suit. So I'll get on that tonight. And if you're wondering where G is, he is about to down like 3 or 4 servings of pasta.
Every day, baby.
Every day with like a meat sauce. I kind of envy him, but at the same time, like, this shit's delicious. So I'm gonna dive in.
Well, 1,300 calories in this whole meal.
That's more than I eat in a whole day.
Let me tell you something about bulking. It sucks. It really does. I know she doesn't want to hear that. She's like, oh my fucking God, if he says one more fucking word about eating more food. I get that. But let me explain to you. When you go through this process, anybody that ever comes off a prep and it's like, I can't wait to bulk, yeah, it's obvious. You want to eat more food. Once you start stuffing your face after weeks have gone by, you're done with the show, your food has slowly been increasing, then it's kind of got to that like plateau spot, and then you keep pushing and pushing and pushing. That's when it gets hard. Not in the beginning. In the beginning, it's like, oh my God, I love life, all this food. And then when you get to this part where you're literally just force feeding yourself, that's where it's not fun. But it's necessary for the gains, right?
Let's show the good stuff, okay? So here we have the dessert that we prepped earlier, the Greek yogurt with the fruit and the PB2. And then I just put 150 grams of small chopped up apples and some cinnamon. And that's my dessert with a nice refreshing fresca.
Refreshing fresca.
Yeah, that's hard. And that's almost the last thing I will drink tonight. I have one more thing that always gets G shook, but I'll show you that in a second. It's a little frozen. But that's good, because then it means I'm going to eat it a whole lot slower. And last, but certainly not least, my café con leche, which drives G nuts because I am literally drinking espresso and it's like 9 o'clock at night and I'm supposed to go to bed, but it makes me happy and it's warm and it's delicious and it warms me from the inside out, especially after my cold desserts and I just want to put on a sweater and be in a blanket. So, cheers. So that is it. That is her full day of eating. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys her full day is because honestly, I think she does a really good job being very creative. And I just like to do these type of videos. You can see how someone can be creative with a certain amount of calories. Obviously, when it comes to calories, everyone is different. So I don't do these videos so you can try and copy me nor copy her. You have to kind of take into consideration where we are and what we're doing. I'm obviously on a bulk. I'm trying to eat more calories because I'm purposely
gaining some body fat while trying to gain some muscle, while Sam is prepping for a show that she has a timeline and a date for. I hope you guys got something out of today's video. If you guys have any questions for me or for Sam, definitely let us know in the comments below. This will be probably the final video before getting to Vegas. We do leave in the next 4 or 5 days. We should be in Vegas and we'll be there for a full week. And I will be filming a show day video. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do it, but should be fun. And I will assure you that I will be filming as much as possible to let you guys know how Sam, Ron, and Danny did. So I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. If you guys enjoyed the video, like it. If you guys wanna leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. I am so tired. Peace, baby.